down to his lap and he saw a 500 riyal note. He lifted his hands and he said, he was speaking to Allah and he said, "Oh Allah, how great are you that we make an effort when we are awake for our sustenance. And today, when I had fallen asleep in the city of yours of Mecca, you provided for me more in my sleep than after my effort when I'm awake." Now, these are the things that you will notice in the city of Makkah al Mukarramah. If you have got an open feeling, like Marinus Pati Rahmatullah alayh, was a person who loved the Haramain to an amazing extent. That is why Allah blessed him with death on the mataf with his hands in of the Quran. Wallahu khayrul raziqeen. Allah is the best of providers. So these are the type of incidents that we need to, you may come across in your stay in Makkah al Mukarramah. The whole objective is to build our trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Amazingly, when you see certain people who Allah has blessed with such iman, to give you an example, recently whilst in Jordan, on one of the Al-Imdad missions, we came to a particular home and we offered some assistance to a lady. So this lady who fled from Syria and is now living in the desert of Jordan, so we offered her some assistance, and the sister took the assistance, and then we looked at her situation and we thought we need to give her a little more. So she says, "No, this is enough for 1 month." So we said to her sister, "We are not going to be coming here every month, but we can assist you with this, so we give you something extra." Now, this is a person who came from wealth, lost everything, today lives in the middle of a desert, does not know where her next meal comes from, but her answer brims of iman. And this is something that we should learn on Hajj. Her reply to us is, "Do not give me more, because I've heard the hadith of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this hadith states that closer to Qiyamah, people will have qutu sanatihim, they will have sufficient wealth which will last them for an entire year, but وَيَضْعَفُ الْيَقِينَ, their trust in Allah will be very, very weak." She says, "I don't want to be amongst them." So we said to her, "But we may not be able to come so soon to come and give you the assistance." She says, "If you don't come, then that same Allah who sent you will send it through somebody else, through Al-Imdad." And subhanAllah, this is what the entire journey of Hajj is all about. It is about the trust in Allah. It is about the love that we have for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is something that we should always try and inculcate into our lives. This is something that we should try and endeavor to learn, especially in the city of Makkah al Mukarramah and on this Mubarak journey of Hajj. One very important thing that I have learned on one particular Hajj that we went, uh, some brothers from the Al-Imdad team were also there, and we had distributed some water amongst the Hujjaj. Distributing of water to the Hujjaj is such a beautiful act that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even alludes to it in the Quran. And this is something that makes our Hajj even different. It is something that even brings more joy and more beauty to Hajj when we serve the Hujjaj who are the guest of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is also something that we should try and endeavor to do. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept the Hajj of all those who are going on this Mubarak journey. And may Allah give all of us the ability. Those who haven't performed Hajj, may Allah bless them with their Hajj very soon. And very importantly, may Allah make this Hajj one that is full of Noor, Barakah, and Iman.
Ameen. Jazakallah Molana for that wonderful advices. I'm sure everyone will take it on board. And Jazakallah Molana for coming down as well. Inshallah, we've got the event where everyone should make their way to. It's the Al-Hikmah event in the shade of the Quran. And we'll have Molana Sulaiman Mullah, Sheikh Taahir also there. He'll be giving us, mashallah, this is just the starters, if I have to say. And we'll have the course, the meal, inshallah, later on during the event, inshallah. So Sheikh Taahir will be there also. Qari Ziyad Patel Sahab will also be there. Ustad Dini and Professor Jonathan Brown from USA will also be there. So we'll have, mashallah, a list of speakers who will be there giving us some advices at the event. It's going to start around after 5 o'clock. The doors open from 5 p.m. onwards, but the program, I'm sure, will commence after that around 5:30, 6 o'clock, inshallah. So it's at Platinum Suite, 34 Cobden Street, Leicester. Please do make your way there. Inshallah, it will be very, very inspiring for all those that will come there. So Jazakallah Molana for once again for joining us. Alhamdulillah, I know first time and I'm meeting you as well. And inshallah, hopefully that we can be in touch more. Like I've been in touch with many scholars in South Africa, alhamdulillah, on the radio. When I used to also, alhamdulillah, run a radio station, it was known as Radio Munad Islam at the beginning. and then I changed it to Radio Iman. Qari Ziyad knows very well, alhamdulillah, because
MashaAllah.
alhamdulillah I've been having it a couple of times on there. And likewise, inshallah ta'ala, we'll continue maybe through phone or something, and inshallah we'll be in touch, inshallah.
Amen.
Inshallah. So Jazakallah. Qari Ziyad, we're gonna ask you before we end the program. I know we're shortage of time, so we're gonna ask you to, mashallah, play some beautiful nasheeds. I've been playing them before you came here.
Yeah.
I've been playing some of your tracks, and just to let the listeners know that who Qari Ziyad Patel is, because everyone knows, alhamdulillah. It's just that, sometimes they need to listen to the nasheed themselves to know who the guest is that's coming to the studio.
Subhanallah.
So alhamdulillah, we've been playing your nasheed. So we're going to ask you to play something live from the studios, inshallah.
Inshallah. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا